Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. My name is Atemzis. Please feel free to call me Abby. Today, I have a different kind of episode for you guys. It's a world tour, and I actually have my friend Skeptical Nessie over to give the tour to. So, to be fair, this is my first collaboration, and it's really talkative, so if it's not something you're into, then this is not the episode for you. And it's gonna be fairly long. But to be fair, I had 4 hours of really talkative footage, and I condensed it into a little more than an hour. So, yeah, bear in mind, it wasn't easy to edit, and I hope I did a decent job, so you guys be the judge of that. Give me pointers, just give me your thoughts. I'm still learning to be a YouTuber, so I hope you guys don't mind, but generally speaking, please enjoy the episode. And yeah, just as a fair warning, might be a bit wonky, and I cut out all the redstone stuff because that, wasn't my doing anyways, and I'm a builder after all, and I do armor stands, so just enjoy the talky buildy, armor standy, showy offy parts. Anyways, lean back and enjoy. So hi, welcome to my world.
Hello. It's beautiful.
I prepared a little thing, and
What devious thing have you done?
You can
Bits
read
and
this.
bobs.
You can read everything out loud.
Aluminum hat, straight jacket, diaper, flip flops. Oh, don't get me started on air life jacket. Excuse me. Don't shove me around. Let's see. Oh, you did do Rudy Tooty, Amen and Shooty. Sharp pointy stick. I always love that one. Please pick me. Oh, that's good. Oh, they're all so good. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, look how good I am. I haven't even broke a block, and I've already gotten full netherite.
I even made it pretty, like you can see. I trimmed it.
Oh, you did? Beautiful. I'm just gonna put this in my hand so I don't die.
Yeah, and maybe just put the elytra on because we will be flying.
Okay. Just get the tools out.
I don't think you're gonna need the tools, but I kinda... Oh, you didn't read the shield name.
Oh, coffin lid. I never sorry. I never use shields. It's a thing. People make fun of me for.
I didn't necessarily create this specifically for you. I just
I know.
It, and then I'm like, you know what? When I'm doing this goodie box, why not go all out and just have everything in there? I didn't do a hoe. I didn't, some things I didn't do, but like the easy, like the basic needs, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I also didn't give you Swift Sneak, so it's something I will
really
add.
Appreciate that. For your next friends.
So, basically, I guess, my audience should know, and for all the people that are new, this is actually not Spawn. I changed Spawn in creative mode, last episode to be here, because technically Spawn was, I think 1,000 blocks that way. Something like that. Could be. Yeah, about 1,500 blocks that way.
Yes.
And
that would have been a long walk.
I did that walk of shame a bunch of times, so. But, basically I thought, I started this world 7 months ago, and I'm this far established that I have nether portal over there and whatnot, and it's on the nether roof. It's literally more like 50 blocks than 1500 blocks. So, that was a lag spike. That's not good. Anyways, but I kind of figured this is I call it my starter island, my spawn island. So why not have spawn here? It doesn't do me any more or less good in the end anyways, because I can be here within sheer seconds anyways after dying if my spawn isn't set. So
yeah,
I didn't see any downsides, and especially if I do these tours more often, it is just easier to have people start at the beginning, basically. So that's the whole
that
thought
makes perfect
process.
sense.
But I did a lot of terraforming. This beach didn't start out the way it started out, but I will show that to you. I have maps because I actually took maps of the area. So, pretty much the first thing I built was this house here, my starter house. It actually has somewhat of an interior. It's half-assed, but it's somewhat, and I barely use it. I actually, we can go in here. A little bit of an interior here. I wanted to actually do more after getting armor stands and whatnot. Never got around to it. And a little bit more up here.
Ooh, a library.
Well, it's more bedroom. And office. Like, in the beginning, I actually used it. I walked up here multiple times to sleep, and eventually I just plopped a bed down in the storage system.
Yeah, I think we all live in our storage systems in Minecraft.
Yeah. And technically I
You have
stopped.
a test monster.
No, it's not a monster. Technically, I stopped using it, but I have been tearing down a mountain, as you can see.
That is so much.
And this is just getting the mountain sorted. Like, I've been tearing down this over here.
Oh.
That was a mountain.
So that was a whole mountain?
Yeah.
Oh, impressive.
And I'm still not done. And I'm going to build a custom mountain instead. Which is going to be hollow, but I thought about putting a roller coaster or something in there. Something fun to actually utilize the space.
So cool.
So I assume you want to come back after the roller coaster is done.
Yes, of course.
Well, and then up there, that's my iron farm. Nice and sweet, tucked away in a blimp. And if you would be on top of the porch or whatever you want to call it, that's actually a ladder. So I built that before having Elytra, obviously.
Oh.
So, anyways, in here,
I hear a villager.
I have a few villagers on this island, but not a lot. In here's my sheep farm. That was pretty much the second thing I did. But I moved it. It originally actually started out in front of the starter house. I had it here. And I was convinced that I could build a structure around it, just to realize that it would be so tight and snug with my starter house that I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna hide it under the hill and terraform this, and then I have open space. But I changed this space out a bunch of times. Like, if you compare that to my very first video, there was so much different things going on here, and I just terraformed and also this fully custom terrain on the side here.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, I tried to stick mostly with the terrain line, but I did end up then terraforming a lot around it. And I kind of got decent with palm trees while doing this.
Yeah, the palm trees are awesome. I was actually just about to say how much I like them. My palm trees never turn out. I gave up on them.
I may
I'll
have
have to
watched a
revisit
lot of
soon.
Keralis and Gem and then learned a bit or two. So
They are the masters of the palm tree. What is this
Keralis?
thing? Because I'm now ADHD sidetracked by this thing. What is this?
What is what?
Is it a
Oh.
tunnel?
Yes, that is a tunnel.
Ooh,
500,
fancy.
500 blocks long. We will go through there eventually.
Okay, sorry.
This house here, I don't even know. I built it fairly early, but the sole purpose of this house is to look pretty. And then at one point or another, I needed more housing, and then I just actually copied this house and built it in
Ah.
different colors over there just to fill spaces. In the beginning, I was like so eager to have different houses everywhere, and eventually I'm like, oh my god, this is stressing me out. And then I'm just like, you know what? Why not recycle assets? Because it looks nice and it's not uncommon in areas to have similar houses, just different colors. That's actually a worldwide thing, so I've seen. And,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a smart way to do it. To think of it, I'm always stressing myself out too, trying to come up with new unique builds over and over, and you just can't do it eventually.
Yeah, but sometimes I just feel we always try to reinvent the wheel, and we
Mhm.
don't have to. We literally do
Agreed.
not have to. So,
Yeah. And it's
um,
very cute.
thank you. One of the first custom trees I put into this world was actually this one.
Oh, this is amazing. I like the. Oop, I fell. I like the
I was trying
use of the mud.
Yeah, I would love to have. I think we had off camera this conversation before. It would like
Yeah.
Netherbrick has walls and fences, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand why not everything has walls and fences, because
I know. It'd be amazing.
you could do so much more if you would have walls and fences of the same thing and wouldn't have to go with different textures. But I mean, it works. It's not
Yeah,
the best,
it works
but
really
it
well.
works. So, yeah. I mean, if you're working with the gray logs from Acacia, you can perfectly use, what's it called? Tough.
Yeah.
But you still don't have...
Then you have the orange bits.
No, if you use...
I guess you could cover them.
No.
Oh,
If you-
especially now with the new moss carpets, the pale moss.
You can also just do wood instead of logs.
Oh yeah, true.
Duh,
I'm over engineering here.
like, I technically always use wood instead of logs with whatever I do in trees. Like, I don't think most of my trees do not have logs in them. They have wood. Just so I can place them however I want and you won't see the inside. So,
Yeah, that's smart.
yeah. And this retaining wall also didn't exist until recently, as I did an entire makeover with armor stands and detailing and decoration of the world. But we're gonna go this way first because that's more or less the chronological order.
Okay.
Yeah. This house here is my pumpkin and melon farm. It's not really anything special. No interior, so brace yourself. My builds usually don't have interior, but it has enough room to have an interior.
It does.
The only thing I did put down here is an item sorter, but now that I know how to use autocrafters, I will be actually changing that around again and implementing the autocrafting for the melons.
Yeah, that will save so much space.
Yeah, especially since now that this is spawn chunks, this is going to be constantly running. I need the autocrafter, and I need to install trash cans basically in a lot of my builds anyways, now that I have been loading them so much. And I think that's also a problem why I lag a lot, because I do not have the item destruction going on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I try to check my farms pretty often because you'll lag your world out so fast.
Yeah, but my farms are really efficient and large compared to yours, so
That's true. I like
because I'm
dinky farms.
impatient. But yeah, this is how I worked in my bubble vader for the melons, just as a pipe coming
Yeah,
from
that's
the
really
floor.
cool.
But
I picked
if
up a
you're
melon.
yeah, if you're too close, you're gonna do that. And then here, just some decorated storage because I didn't know how to connect house and the side of the hill, so I kind of figured retaining wall, a little bit of decorative storage, lit it up with jack-o'-lanterns, and
Oh yeah.
the mini heads all over the place because I just
They're
love the
so
mini heads.
cute.
Yes, they are.
Oh, more melons.
This is my second tree I built for the big kind in this world. Let's put it like that. Tried to go for a bit more oaky feel.
Yeah, I did a really good job. I love it.
And then if you pay attention, I try to challenge myself a lot with going for weird shapes. Like I literally just started plopping down wool to mark out some basic shapes, and then I just eventually tried to make something out of it. And I'm pretty happy how most of these came out. I had to change this one up though because it had a mustache before. Eyes and mustache. And I had to get rid of that.
Faces always just appear in your builds. When you step back, you're like, there's a face.
Yeah. And
The shape is amazing though.
It's just
Hello,
like
sir.
basic in quote unquote interior. Like I try to do actually have the fire inside if I do a chimney, so that if you walk in here that you're not completely torn out of the illusion that that thing actually is working.
Yeah.
And since we have this trapdoor here just so the villager cannot get out, it works fairly well. This is actually a house I'm kind of proud of because this one was just completely off with the shapes I threw in there. Like, I threw all the shapes in there from all the sides. Like, there's even
I
some
saw this diagonal.
Yeah. But
it's
there's
actually,
also a triangular roof here, like diagonal and whatnot, and yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. I tend to stick to the rather square buildings. I need to work on other shapes.
Well, you see, this world definitely for me is I want to challenge myself with like interestingly enough, I actually am better at building large structures with nice detail than small structures. Like I really struggle with small structures and to make them interesting.
Oh, I love the roof over here. Sorry. I'm distracted. That honey roof is awesome.
Do you want to go this way around instead? Oh,
yes.
Wait a minute. I need to turn on. I have texture packs on that. I should not. This looks much better. Yeah, I had my technical texture packs on, so I had a lot of exclamation marks on my crop field. All right. Well, one of my favorite trees to build because it's so easy, by the way, is the cypress tree. I built that in a bunch of different styles.
Oh, yeah. These are the kind of trees I need to work on.
They're so easy. Like, literally, there's not much to them. I can knock those out in, like, under a minute.
Yeah. They look so good. Just get off the roof of this building.
Let's at least talk about these two buildings before we go down first.
Sounds good.
This one, I'm still unsure of. I just threw it together, and the only reason that is there is because I needed something to cover the entrance of my skelly farm. That's the whole reason. And exactly that's why I also don't have interior, so there's really not much to see inside my houses. Most of them, at least. And, another big oak tree I built. As you can see, I just love building trees. And this thing took me forever. Like, I was faster knocking out this design and this whole marketplace, and this, I don't know, 10 hours, because I tried to do a diagonal and the roof didn't sit right, and I had to change it up so much. I ended up in my creative world having a huge field of wool over the ocean over there, and just messing with different styles of diagonals with different roofs, which it was a lot.
Yeah, the roof looks awesome, though. You did a good job.
It took me it took me really long. I am happy with the outcome, but it took me long, like long, and it's even. That's the other thing. But yeah, I do enjoy these floorings just with the logs. I just like them.
Yeah. Looks awesome. Hello, sir. You got good traits? Yes, he does. Of course. Oh, no! My nemesis! There we go, I got out.
Well, the thing is, I didn't want to use iron doors, but everything else looked stupid. Oh my god, now that I have pale oak, I can actually change that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
That's one of the things I struggle with is when I get new blocks, actually going back and updating the portions of the world I already built.
I kind of do not want to do that, but I think in this case, because the iron doors just completely ruined the vibe, in my opinion, I think in this case it's actually warranted to go back and just change the door. But generally I try not to do it, even though I do want to go through and add the hanging pale moss as a the Spanish moss and the oak trees. And that's I know it's a it's a harming species, but it just looks awesome, and that's what I do want to add to some of the oak trees. But yeah, this is the backside of the pumpkin thing, the pumpkin farm.
Oh, very cute.
And I have a bunch of farmer workers here.
This is amazing! She's getting water! That is amazing. Oh, little guy with a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, I have 4 dudes with the same outfit because they're workers. Kind of figured giving them outfits.
Makes sense.
And then down here, we just have a basically little bit vineyard inspired glowberry and oops. Oh well. The sweetberry and glowberry farm basically.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Then here, these are called DVDV trees because my this whole thing is inspired by the Caribbean islands, and the DVDV trees are actually something pretty common to the those beautiful white sandy beaches you see on pictures. And that's my take on trying to do it. I actually do like it. Took me a while to get used to it, but then after looking at it a lot, I do enjoy it.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I don't know what they look like in real life, but they look awesome in here.
Well, yeah, need to Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do have 2 sets of gondolas here, or canoes, or whatever you want to call them.
Very cool.
And I even have my lesbian couple over here riding the canoe on a date.
Adorable.
And I might say using signs and armor stands is so hard because the angle is so off. Like, it's so off. It was so hard to put those signs in, but I am happy how it turned out.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I never would have even thought to do that. That's amazing.
Well, you will see a lot of unusual uses in armor stand stuff in this world. We're actually about to pass one in just a moment. Yeah, and then, I mean, I actually at this point was considering to get rid of the fields here and put more houses in because it kind of doesn't make any sense to have in the middle of everything some fields.
Yeah.
But I haven't figured out yet where to put it. And I guess in the end, I did put a lot of armor stand work into here because we have another dude working the well over here. And
So cool.
then I put in this hay bale cart thingy, right? But I had a full wheat field. And it just completely didn't make any sense. And that's why I decided to take out the wheat field partially to have it actually make sense.
That's amazing. That's amazing detail.
And then this is actually the only house that has a proper interior. My honey shop. And this was also my best performing video.
It is amazing. I can see why. I'm gonna go upstairs because I'm nosy.
Yes,
Oh,
please do.
Adorable. It's one of the new paintings. I was like, is there a mod or like?
No, that's one of the new paintings.
It's one of the new ones, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
even a
love
TV hanging here.
Oh, there is. That's amazing.
And upstairs is the bedroom.
Oh, someone's an artist.
Yes.
This is amazing. Ooh, lag spike.
There's a lot of armor stands around here, so.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, and I finally found use for tipped arrows because they just look like dirty paintbrushes.
They do.
But yeah, and this easel is 3 armor stands. It was not easy to do.
Yeah, that is so good though. Well worth it.
I definitely am happy with the outcome. I even thought about this, right? I have them all actually look the face the same way. The trapdoors, except these. They actually properly open up, so whoever is painting can actually look out.
That's such a good detail.
If I do details, I actually pay attention to what I'm doing.
I just love this roof. You might see this roof in one of my builds after this tour for no real reason. I didn't steal it or anything.
Yeah. It actually gives a good excuse to use, what's it called? Gold blocks.
Yeah, and the honeycomb. I love honeycomb, but it's so hard to work into builds.
It does do, actually, like, if you do something 80s inspired or something, it's a good wallpaper.
Oh, yeah, and you can make a decent, like, funky rug, too. That's, like, the one use I've come up with for it.
Yeah, I actually do like it as a roof, though. Like,
it looks amazing.
It works well, and I have similar style. If you cheaty cam up here for the tower, I stuck with the similar pattern.
Yeah, I also just love the yellow with the green. That's just awesome.
I mean, it makes sense overall. So this is my apiary. Apiary? Yeah, apiary.
Oh, yeah, apiary. Oh my goodness, I love the little bee.
It's a pufferfish bee. I just saw that in the mod and I was like, oh my god, I need it. It's awesome.
That is so cute. I am very familiar with being in those bee suits. Worn them many times in my life. They are not comfortable. That's so cute.
Yeah, I don't know how I came up with it, but it was like, you know what? Why not? Just why not?
Yeah. Now that Minecraft is forcing me to wear actual armor, I might start adding some people to my world because now they won't just have flowers dangling off of the armor stand.
Yeah, that's it is interesting, like in Hermitcraft, to see when people use the less armor mod and whatnot, and then they walk somewhere and look at armor stands, and then the armor stands are like, it's kind of off. Kind of off. But yeah, here we are at my variation of the houses, as I mentioned.
Yeah. It is a good house, though. I love the color combo you went with on this one here. And this one, but this one for some reason. She speaketh to me.
Yeah, and now we're going to start looking at something cursed with usage of armor stands.
Okay. He's mowing! I like that, though.
I was making this and I literally was talking to myself, this is so cursed, this is going to be either really, really good or really, really bad. And I wasn't really sure
good.
If I'm going to leave it, but I got a lot of positive feedback. And a lot of people were like, oh my god, that's such a genius way of using the cauldron. And I'm like, I don't know, yeah, kind of. It just made sense to use it because I remember my grandpa having a push lawnmower with a bag at the end, but not like just a square bag, actually a bag with the feetsies, like the feetsies sticking out. So that just reminded me of that.
Yeah. No, I think it looks really good.
So up there, a bunch more cypress trees, and over there I had cypress trees that, I don't know, these are just perfect trees to plotch everywhere where you don't know what to put there, basically. This is also a house I refurbished. I have the original built one over there with the brown roofing, which you can see in between. But here I just also changed up the colors and stuff. And then there's this thing. I never used cherry wood, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna totally lean into the Barbie pink thing. And
I love it.
That came to play.
It's just someone who painted their house to suit their style.
Still not
Every neighborhood has one.
I'm still not a fan of pink, but it's here. It's okay. And yeah, well, this is basically just like a promenade, crosswalk kind of thing. Not sure if there's gonna be something more. I may be able to fit a house here as well. I haven't made up my mind yet. Could be I could put something else here. I'm not sure yet. It's an open space. It can be everything and anything, or nothing.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of Minecraft. You do not have to make any decisions, and then later on, it's okay to change your mind or just change the thing entirely. Like
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to tear down a tower.
Yeah, but when in doubt, I just build trees.
Yeah, I put a lot of bushes where I'm like, I don't know what to do. Bush.
See, and that's the thing. I need to start putting bushes all over the place as well, because hedges and bushes, that's something I constantly miss out. I just, when in doubt, put trees.
Yeah. My thing that I want to start adding is like rocks. Like I do the little pebbles, but I want like little boulders. And I don't even think about them until much later. And I'm like, a boulder could have been there instead of a bush.
Yeah, but I want to start doing that too, but I think on this island in particular, it wouldn't really fit. But I do want to start putting buttons, and I can hear a drowned.
I too can hear a drown. He's right here. Hello, sir. There's actually two.
Here, I just have a lovely park bench. Yeah, park
This is so
bench.
cute. They've taken Granny out for lunch.
Yep,
Oh, Granny and Grandpa.
yep.
Very cute.
And here's another beach. My turtle thing is temporary. I just haven't had the... Well, time is probably not what I would say, but I didn't have the ambitions to actually move it. Oh.
Yeah. A lot of turtles.
Yeah, I was getting eggs for my... Like, I build my gold farm. I build a different one first, which was with looting, and then I don't know, I just didn't like it, and you would get too much scrap, and the throughput of hoppers were like, it was just too slow, and then I just decided to go for the AFK one. And in all honesty, because of the hoppers dealing with the nuggets better, just solely the nuggets, if you don't get like the pigment heads and the swords, it's so much easier, and I actually make more ingots per hour than if I would use looting, because I don't lose anything due to despawning.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Okay, now this is basically the I don't know, rich people quarters, I guess. Noble. I titled it Noble Homes. At least this one and the one with the crimson roof.
I see.
And this guard tower is just the other tower refurbished and a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Anything
we have,
in it?
No, there's no room for an interior in there.
You're right. It's just a spiral staircase. Oh,
Like
what's so busy?
I don't have interiors in houses that actually have room for interiors. Why do you expect me to put?
I don't know. Just a random thought.
Yeah, no. But I'd rather do exterior stuff like here, the pond.
This is awesome. Oh, you've got some axolotls in there too.
Yes, and look behind you or next to you. No, here, Granny feeding axolotls.
Oh, yeah. She's feeding them. That's so cute.
Over here, I have two moms talking and kids playing with the axolotls. The little girl is actually 3 armor stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, the armor stand, sadly, I don't know why Mojang did this, but the pivot point of the torso of armor stands is the shoulders and not the hip.
Yeah, which just isn't how humans work.
Yeah, so I had to have an armor stand for the torso and the head. I had to have an armor stand for the legs and the feet. But I also needed the arms in there somehow because I did make the other ones invisible. So I kind of had to somewhat mush an armor stand in there without everything being visible. Like, if you look closely, you can see that it's off.
Oh.
From, I don't know which angle it was. Here, from this side, you will see that it's not...
She's got a sleeveless, or a cold shoulder.
Yeah. The chest piece is not on the armor stand. That shows the arms, basically. Yeah.
Stepping on dogs.
I just love the fresh animations. It makes the dogs so much cuter.
Yeah.
So, and then over here we have another grandpa, and I don't know. This is like this typical grandpa thing with arms crossed behind their backs, just looking and nosying at other people what they're doing.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's a universal grandpa thing.
Yeah, both of my grandpas did it, and my German, they barely met, so my German grandpa and my American grandpa did it, so it's a grandpa thing, for whatever reason.
It really is.
Yeah, and then here he's watching the window cleaning person.
Oh, I love this ladder.
It was awesome. Finicky. I'm not gonna lie, it was finicky.
Yeah. It's so good, though.
And this is my third version of the cypress trees.
Very nice.
These are other trees, like you've seen them dotted around. These are actually lighting purposes.
Oh.
If you look under them...
Oh! That is so clever.
Yeah.
And now with the pale... whatever the trees are called,
the
leaves.
Yeah, now you can even hide the lichen even more so.
Yeah,
but
that's amazing.
Like I was running into issues every now and then. You will see, like here for example, like you will see the carpet, but the jungle is so vibrant that it makes the moss look dead.
Yeah.
Whereas if you are everywhere else in the world, if you put the moss somewhere, it looks more alive than the grass in a meadow or something, right? So using moss in everywhere but the jungle but I guess the what's it called?
Mushroom.
Thank you. Yeah. I guess everywhere besides these two biomes, moss makes everything feel more alive, and here it just looks so
yeah. It's like, okay.
I actually did try dark green carpet. Also doesn't fit. And what's it called? Lime green. Don't even get me started. So I kind of would wish moss would start,
oh my goodness.
What?
There's a sir. May I kill him? What has he got? Has he got anything good?
Technically, technically the small drip leaf would be good, but I do have a stack of that. So yeah, go ahead.
Yay! Die, sir. Okay, I am happy now.
And you know that the rich dude with the coffee behind you judged you all the way?
Oh, he totally did.
He's drinking coffee.
Yeah. He's drinking like an espresso or something too. That's
coffee. That's coffee.
That's a I don't know my coffees.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to avoid that topic because
it's night. I don't know if you want to sleep.
Like I said, my place is completely lit up. You cannot check Miniad. You will not find a red number on this island.
Not true. But I don't know how long it's been since I slept, and we might get sky demons.
Oh, well... I didn't give you a bed, did I?
No, I don't have a bed.
And we're not even close to... Well, doesn't look like we're getting sky demons. Otherwise...
Okay. One more night, then.
Yeah, but after this, we're gonna go underground anyway, so...
Okay, sounds good.
I'll get to these two buildings in a second, but, you did see this earlier. We have the... Well, technically, there's a bed in there. You can go sleep. Then we can actually get rid of that.
There we go.
It's not... You have to stay a little bit longer.
No, that makes me stand still. There we go. I managed it. It was hard.
Well, technically we can talk about the interior here because I have a bunk bed here, as you can see.
You do. That is very cool.
And I actually have lore to go with it.
Oh?
Yes. First of all, we have the dude here on the tiny boat. I love my boat. And I got another canoe over here.
Oh, yep. Very
Yeah.
cute.
And I also have some armor stand trickery in the roof over here.
For the... Oh, yeah, because this is a lower half slab, huh? Oh, no, it's you've used the... Okay, I got it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I tried to have the what's it called?
The wall?
Yeah, but I was looking for the make-believe name, what it should be, the chimney.
Chimney?
Yeah. I had it sticking out the side, I had it sticking out the back, it just looked wrong. And then I had it straight up, and then I tried piston pushing a half slab into the wall, and that didn't work. So,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wait a minute, you can scale armor stands now. And then I
Yeah,
tried to line it up as close as possible. Like, you really have to stand here to see that this is actually not a placed block.
Yeah, it's... I mean, it fooled me for a while. I thought you actually had put the chimney in with the armor stand, but then...
No. It was the slab.
Yeah.
I
That's
guess
awesome.
I might as well could have done the chimney, but I, for whatever reason, went with the slab. So, yeah, we have here one fisherman. He's the son of...
Okay.
And the father is in the market selling fish.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah. But that's the only lore. That's why I have bunk beds in there.
Oh, I see. That's adorable, though.
And then the mill has a grindy part down here, but and staircase and 2 stories of floor, but that's about it.
That's awesome, though. I love the mill.
And then we can actually come on. Like, one thing I really love doing in my world is I love having multiple ways to get to a single destination.
Yeah.
Like, there's this German figure of speech. Es gibt viele Wege nach Rom. A lot of ways lead to Rome. That's...
Oh, yeah, a lot of... what is it? All roads lead to Rome is the English.
Oh.
It's a little bit different, though, I think.
Well, because not all roads lead there unless you're really, really creative and want to connect everything.
Yeah.
But
I think they probably have different meanings.
Yeah. But yeah, welcome to the marketplace.
This is awesome.
These 3 buildings basically they belong together because you need a mill for making flour and you need a baker to use it, and then the market stall to sell it. So I basically have this as one cohesive thing going on, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
And I actually put a farmer in there. And this building actually kind of has an interior and both versions of it, which I done, but only basically tiny kitchen, just a little nook and cranny up there and a bed.
Yeah. That's cute.
And
I love that.
Then here I was trying to mess with these garlands or whatever you want to call them. I may change it out and actually put wool blocks underneath the fences and then hang these off of the wool blocks, because right now they're obviously floating since they're not attaching to the wall, which sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is.
One of the things I do sometimes is I'll put like a pearlescent frog light and then surround it, and it kind of looks like a Chinese lantern.
Yeah.
And then it provides light and
don't mind
decoration,
if I do this
random box.
Yeah, you think you clean everything up, and then you find stuff, and it's not. Yeah, and then well, this is my toolsmith, armorer, whatever you want to call it, and he's actually working there at the anvil, and he has his big
Aw.
forge.
That's so awesome. Making a sword.
I actually wanted to give him a mace as a hammer, but I only own one, so I went this road, right? You, blah.
Yeah,
Words are hard.
words are hard. I
But
love
yeah.
your forge here, though. It's so cool.
Yeah. And then, well, the last details to look at on the outside, on the surface level, is the actual marketplace. And I tried to make it as lively as possible.
Yeah.
Like these two just chatting with each other about placement in the middle, and these two are just literally bored because nobody's there, so they're talking to each other. And even though I have the honey shop over there, I kind of figured why not bring the honey shop here to the market, just to have it
Yeah.
around, basically. And here's
That's
the
so
dad I was
cool.
talking about with the fish. They also sell prismarine, because why not?
That's so cool.
And then this thing...
Oh, and there's a empty one for rent.
Yeah, I just ran out of ideas what I could sell, and then I'm like, you know what? For rent, because you literally see that sometimes, so why not make it a thing?
Yeah. That's so good.
And then here in the corner, we have vegetables and a newspaper boy.
Oh, that's so cool. I love all the armor stand work you did.
Yeah, I just tried to make it as much alive as possible, and I think I did achieve a decent job with it.
Yeah, you did amazing.
I'm still working on, I would, like I said, love to do more, but I'm not sure how the FPS is on your end, but I am tanking in this area into the 20s.
I'm hitting like 55, which is the lowest I've had. But well, I think I actually hit 42 at one point, and that's what I said. Ooh, lag spike.
Yeah, but see, my computer is bad. So, and this is the town hall. It is inspired by the actual town hall in south of one of the San Juan. I think San Juan.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. And this is the map area?
Yes.
Ooh.
Sadly, I didn't take a map straight away, and I started chopping down trees before I realized I should probably take a map of this area.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my map area, and there you can actually pretty much see, here you actually see the sheep farm before I hit it underground, and how much the beaches have changed around here. And also the entire mountain I had. And, well,
That's so cool.
this is my new storage system.
Oh. Yes, I've seen this. Ooh, Speedy.
Well, I gave you soul speed because otherwise you would be slow.
Oh, is this the tunnel? That's
Yeah.
The tunnel. So, I don't know why, but in your videos, I thought this was in the nether. But I mean, of course it's not, because this is a storage system, but
No,
I just thought that tunnel was in the nether.
No, this is the overworld. I have not built anything in the nether besides farms.
Ah. I don't know how I confused that in my mind, but I definitely did.
There will eventually also be a tunnel leading underneath the mountain if you walk through the nether portal. without going through the portal, like just on the other side. But that had, oh no, wait, no, that's going different way. Wait, there's the mountain on this side. So, yeah, my newest addition is actually this, making this tunnel-lier instead of the open space. If we go here, basically, my storage room is a room in a room, if you want to call it. Because over here I still have room, like, I tore down an entire trial chamber. I may have a tiny bit of tough bricks.
Just a few.
just a smidge.
Yeah.
And basically this is going to be the extra storage for stuff that I just have too much of or not know how to really use, because I mean, I have 1 or 2 shulker boxes of the tough bricks at the tough spot, but you know, there's not enough space for all of this, and that's why I just plopped it over here, because I know where it is. If I need it, I can go grab it.
Yeah.
But yeah, to close this a little bit down, and I think it makes it, this tighter tunnel makes it so much more immersive running through here. It's so much more fun now, in my opinion, instead of having this great open thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because it brings the, I don't know, it brings the scale down to character size more.
Yeah. And over here I have a bunch of farms. As mentioned in the beginning, I took out the entire talk about the farms and whatnot, so please bear with me. And I apologize for the choppiness of this recording. I cut out the entire talk about the farms, the villagers, the nether, and actually the end, because that's just all it. Infrastructure. If you guys really are interested in my infrastructure, please go and watch my episodes. I guess that is the best way to actually make it worth your while, because it's not really my contraptions, you know. And in all the different episodes, I actually also mentioned whose contraption it is, right? Bunch of Redstoner Hermits, and then most of the other things, there's Logical Geek Boy, Raiseworks, and El Mango, and during this tour, I do not credit any of those, or, I mean, I mention them, but I think it's more worthy if you would go watch the actual episodes and then find the links of the according YouTubers that actually have the brain power to do the redstone. But yeah, sorry for the interruption, and have fun with the rest of the tour.
Hello, Scooby! Oh, this is so cool, though.
But yeah, here's my Scooby gang.
He looks so awesome.
Yeah, he's
Oh, candles, okay.
He's concrete and candles, and it's 60 armor stands.
His ears are not rendering properly for me for some reason.
Well, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have ears. I don't know why. I'll just have to throw up an image from your video so people can see what he actually looks like.
I can definitely give a snippet of my video footage, so.
Yeah. I will just do a quick cheaty cam so the peeps can see the thing you built. This is just so big.
Well, yeah, and maybe to mention, the clouds in the sky is 71 shulker boxes of glass.
That's just insane.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for punishment, and within one episode, which took me 100 hours to make, I placed over 250,000 blocks.
That's just... Yeah, I'm gonna have to link the video for this one and your short down below so people can specifically come because it's insane. So good though.
Wait a minute. I actually need to stock up on rockets.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's just take a fly around and then you can actually just get an aerial properly.
Yeah. Insane.
I am rarely this happy with builds, but I think this just turned out awesome. I just love it. But let's land with Scooby for a second here, because I do have lore going on. So just for everybody as explanation, right? I've always been a Scooby fan. Like, I just have a thing for thrillers and crime solving, mystery stuff. And also, I am really big into horror, especially zombie movies. And while creating this, I had an epiphany. My favorite Scooby-Doo movie is Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island. So
it began young?
Huh?
I said it began young?
Yeah, when did Zombie Island came out? I think 98?
Yeah.
So yeah, I really, really young already had the urge or took a liking to zombies. Yeah, I have a bunch of dead trees around here, a little graveyard. But yeah, to come back to Scooby-Doo, this build is inspired by a house, a mansion of the episode from back in the 60s or early 70s, I think. A night full of fright, or a delight night full of fright, or something like that, a rhyme. So, but if you go watch my episode, I say the proper name in there, and I think I also throw up my inspiration. But I also have a second video which I actually show the entire creative process of this, and there I definitely show the inspiration image. Plus, I also have a image in that video of my Scooby-Doo tattoo. I actually have the Scooby Gang tattooed on my forearm.
So cool. Yeah, I will definitely link your video so people can find it.
But yes, so as you can see, we're on an island, which means this entire pathway, like, what does the Scooby Gang use to get around the Mystery Machine? Obviously, they couldn't take the Mystery Machine here because surrounded by water. So naturally, down here, we have a small speedboat.
Right, of course.
Yes, we have a pier with a small speedboat. Right here.
So cool.
Yeah, I found this design. I don't remember which website I found it, but I did do some changes because I needed it to match my needs. So it's heavily inspired by. Don't ask me who created it. I'm so sorry, but I'm really bad sometimes with stuff like that. But yeah. And then, can you see it over there in the distance already?
I can see a couple buildings.
Well, it's one building, but yeah. That's where we're going now.
Okay.
and try to land here without flying. Yeah, right. So here's now the thing that I was mentioning with the gamma, right? For all the viewers that didn't get that part, because we did talk about that off camera. Because if I do off camera, well, I mean, I did a time lapse off of it. I sometimes have the gamma on because, especially with armor stand work, it just helps if you can see stuff better. And I have yet to figure out how to properly light it up because, as you can already see over there, I have a bunch of custom spruce trees placed all over the place. And I haven't lit it up because I actually wanted moody, but I wanted non-spawnable. And I still need to figure it out because that over there I completely lit up with lichen. And it is... I don't know. It's okay, but I would have preferred if it would have been darker, to be fair. Especially if you look at it with shaders, the lichen is so prominent that it actually bothers me again. Even though I love looking at the house with shaders because then the windows actually get the glow they deserve. So it's a double-edged sword. And
it's so hard balancing it.
Yeah. But yeah. So there's that. It looks horrible right now with the dark textures because you need to hit the gamma.
Without the gamma, yeah.
No, without the gamma it looks horrible. With the gamma, I didn't notice it until I was done. And it was so heartbreaking to step back, take the gamma off, and look at it and realize, oh my god, shoving blocks into each other can have texture glitches. It looks amazing with the gamma.
It really does. I love the little suns as wheel hubs. Fits so well.
It gets really hilarious if you turn on shaders, because I use the end rods and it starts really, really glowing, like even with the armor stands here. But end rods are such a great handle.
They really are. I never even thought of that. Works really well,
if you really get into armor stand stuff, you will eventually start looking at things and go like, maybe. Just maybe. Because
that's something I want to try working on this coming year.
Like, you have your reference image. Like, I try mostly, even when I start building my builds, like, I try to pull more so reference images from real life or from art as than reference from other Minecraft creators, because I do not... The thing is, if I use, like, let's say a build of, like, I want to do something modern and I look at Corellis' work, chances are that I copy him more than I want to when I look at that is way too high. And it's so much easier to not copy somebody if you just take real life images. I mean, sure, you're not going to reinvent the wheel in Minecraft, and probably you're going to build something somebody else already built in a similar manner. And there are always going to be haters out there that are going to be like, you just copied XYZ. But for a personal accomplishment, like, I prefer to just take an image that is not Minecraft and try to make it work in Minecraft. And especially with the armor stands, like, I looked at so many drawings of the Mystery Machine, also at real life versions of the Mystery Machine and stuff like that, and then I'm just like, what could this be? And then eventually I'm like, end rods. end rods. That
Yeah.
could work. And I started off with putting the end rods up there, like the ones that go across the roof. They're actually placed, and then these here holding them up they are armor stands. And it's partially built and partially armor stands, basically.
Yeah. Which makes sense because everything you want to be built, as much built as you can do, the better it is for lag. Because
like the initial idea was actually fully making it armor stands.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started having issues on my island already, and then I'm like, yeah, that may not happen. And then I was trying to figure out ways to have a compromise, how to get it done and still make it look good and use armor stands. And I think I came up with a pretty decent combination.
Yeah, I think you did. It's really good. That's something I've been trying to do on my world, is be really careful with building up lag, because I murdered a Minecraft world with a what are they called? We just looked at one at Prismarine Farm once.
Well,
completely made the world unloggable.
Speaking of which, what did I forget to do before today? Make a backup. I didn't, but we're fine. Fingers crossed, knock on wood.
Yeah.
But I try to do backups often that like before I'm gonna start my new project, I'm gonna have another backup just to have it, right?
Yeah.
Because I did a backup after I did this, but in between now I did actually so much with the storage system and the tunnels and whatnot. All that where I don't have a backup of that yet, so I definitely need to do one. And then in high hopes to soon have a new computer. But this whole entire house, I have no inspiration. I was just like, I need a boathouse because it needs to make sense that I have a speedboat over there and the mystery machine parked here. And that's how I kind of I kind of could do this, and then wait, we need that, the house part, and then I'm like, how am I gonna do this? And this actually looks like you could have, I live close to a lake, so there are a lot of these, obviously not slabs, but these roads into the water, basically, where you can back up your hangar with the boat into the water until the hangar is submerged but the boat is floating. And that is basically what I'm trying to was trying to emulate with this.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The docks, I think that's what they call them. But
so the tour has come to an end. If you made it this far, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate you for actually sitting through my video. I apologize once more for the choppiness and maybe a little bit of the discombobulated feel to it, but as mentioned in the beginning, we're still new YouTubers, and I am still fairly new to actually editing a collaboration. I made mistakes recording this whole thing already. I forgot to put Nessie on her separate track, so that also may or may not be a reason for it to being a little bit weird. But in general, I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely know I enjoyed it, and I really would love to make more content with other people because it just, the natural conversation that ensues is just so much fun. But it also, as I came to find out, makes it really, really, really hard to edit. In a normal circumstance, I just record mostly what I want in my video. I don't really have to cut too much of my talking because I say what needs to be said for the episode or I re-record it and it's done. And if you're like in a naturally ensuing conversation, it's a bit hard to cut stuff out. So yeah, something I still need to learn, but how should I learn if I don't do it? So anyways, I hope you had fun. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sticking with me. I think 2025 is going to be an amazing year, and we're going to concentrate on that area behind me. Not sure yet what I'm doing next episode. Maybe, just maybe, we're gonna plan that area. Or I'm gonna do the last bit of villagers so we have that actually squared away. I still need to do my clerics, and I need to do my masons, and I definitely need to get at least 4 fishermen that sell me campfires because as you can see, I just love using campfires. But yeah, that's a future me problem. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And have a good one. See you next time. Bye-bye.